Toxic boys.
Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way.
Make him
Is there
bark
something
again.
wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Did I just hear a dog barking?
You jerk.
Did I forget
Who are
this?
you calling a dog? Wait. Why are you here?
I must have blocked this out of my
Staying
memory.
on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I hear you're in trouble.
They're in trouble? No, it's me. I'm the one in trouble.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikue. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections.
Yes.
And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back.
I could never forget.
I thought I'd dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
You know what they say about a suspicious mind. The most suspicious people usually have something to hide.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
True. Valid.
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Oh?
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Everyone's got to fill out customs,
Oh,
man.
really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
Alright.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I know a thing or two about Scott. Leave it to me, I'm an expert negotiator.
I heard how you helped Arum
Why,
Alley. The
I...
IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, It looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
You know what? There's a
What are you
good chance
guys
I didn't do
whispering
this
about over
event.
there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Oh gosh, do I actually have to debate? Can't get my jades. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent.
This is like that
Let's
Dr.
use that
Ratio
against
sequence. We have to like defend ourselves.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Start by making him feel uncomfortable.
I didn't expect to see you again, Mr. Scott. We had such fun in our room alley
Yes,
last
disarm the
time.
enemy.
It seems our paths are destined to cross once more.
Stop pretending we're friends. If I could actually beat you, I'd punch you in the face.
Oh.
Are you guys gonna resolve this problem? Or are you just gonna let this clown put on a show here?
Let's just pretend we don't know her, Don Hung.
Oh no.
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligence
knows
Guild
me.
were incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
We skip the reasoning part and resort to good old violence.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott?
Boom.
If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... I mean, the Skyfaring Commission
Oh
will
gosh, don't
compensate
stutter.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Time to escalate the issue. Okay, intimidation.
You're pulling out all the stops, and you've even dragged members of the Intelligentsia Guild into this. Seems like you're not interested in resolving this at all. Since we've met each other before, Mr. Scott, let me share some information. Your transport ship was attacked by the Borison, and the Cloud Knights might see it as more than just a random attack.
You think you can scare me with that? What exactly do you mean?
Sure, you might purely be innocent victims of a Borison attack. But think about it another way. Why would the Borison launch such an attack near the Lafu? Perhaps some of your crew members colluded with them. We may need to interrogate every one
There
of
we
your crew
go.
to eliminate this potential risk.
You know what? I don't think we really need a member from
There
the
we go.
Intelligentsia Guild present. I'm just hoping that all the procedures will be thoroughly followed, you know? We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an IPC
Objection.
worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Oh, why is that? The Shenzhou people are following their own rules, trying to bribe him. No, talk about his unpromising career prospects.
Everyone has their own set of rules.
Ooh.
Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, it's like respecting local customs.
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
Yeah.
Well, you guys should
Your mom.
know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Xianzhou as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
New playable?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
So it's not Sushan.
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the
She's an
Xianzhou Jiming.
elf. She's got the ears like Dunham.
I received a report from the Artisanship
Oh,
Commission
Sparkle.
about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself.
She a 4-star?
It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
She's a 5?
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Fire abundance.
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now.
Oh, God.
Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export
Confounded.
regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
It's not that long
We're
for
so
you,
surprised.
right?
You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
You want to stay here? You gonna stick to your pride that much? Ugh, just let the inspection
Step aside,
happen.
guys. Let them do the inspection.
Finally, gosh.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Thanks, bro. At least you've wisened up for once.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Hey.
Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
This lady
Wasn't really.
is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Whoa.
Turn it off!
What? No way. Oh gosh. Unaffected with terror grip. Ooh. Oh no!
Oh, how unexpected. That
Oh,
was
I'm in trouble. Yeah, Lingsha doesn't. I haven't been keeping up with I haven't been keeping up with
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
HSR marketing really the last couple damaged the last like month or so. I didn't really think she was a 5-star.
Eternal sleep is
I just feel like I've seen her silhouette like a lot. People have commented on how a lot of the Shenzhou outfits like really follow. They like look the same. They all. There's not a lot of variety in like the women's outfits or their designs rather. I don't know.
Heaven serve. Rise.
It's like the same silhouette.
World cleansing dragon.
Dreams do come true.
Agreed. Yeah, if you look at all of the Luofu women's outfits, they're very similar.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Characters from the same regions look similar. Okay, you know what I mean.
welcome, customers.
Good morning, darling.
Receive divinity. Do not fret.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Heavens. Rise. Awaken dormant. World cleansing dragon.
Yeah, Sparkle would kind of also fit into the category. Any good resources for someone thinking to jumping into this game?
You chose the wrong enemy.
Resources.
The dead return.
Maybe just YouTube guides, like learning how. I just wouldn't overwhelm yourself though. It's early game is not hard. Oh no. Oh wow. Spared my Dunhung.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I never understood the point. What, the point that a lot of the Shenzhou characters look similar? Let's see. Let me see. I mean, just look at this. Like, almost all of the bodices are very similar. Like, this is actually not even just restricted to Shenzhou, but if at least a lot of people hold the opinion that it's unimaginative. Like, we don't need to see the same, you know. It's so similar. Just people just want more variety.
I had no idea
Yeah, the cut
about
sleeves, the
it. You must have
shoulders.
accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
Yeah, seeing the same silhouette over and over is boring.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough.
Yeah,
Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Our country restricts belly buttons. That's true. But I mean, characters simply just don't need to be.
Gentlemen, our preliminary
Well-
inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared.
I just saw a belly button.
Can't even tell
She
if
has
it's
one.
ingenium or biological in nature.
What was the last Starro character that you really liked? Oh gosh. Like one that really jumped out at me? I'm looking at pictures. I really like Boot Hill's design. His I mean, his is super unique. But his kit didn't particularly. Firefly, actually, I think is the last design that really caught my eye. And hers is unique comparatively to a lot of the adult women. I think Robin's design is really beautiful. Robin and Sunday, I would probably put them both together. But for some reason, I can't really tell you why Robin's, I didn't want to pull for her. Yeah, probably Firefly is the design that stood out to me. I also really like Acheron's. But she's also just epic, so. But yeah, Boot Hill was really unique. Or is really unique, I should say. Yeah, probably that. Aventurine? I actually pull for Aventurine more for utility. But I do like him. You too.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
Creepy.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to
Oh, yeah,
analyze and
screw
figure
'em.
out where the biological tissue comes from.
Screw them away.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
No, I like Fushun as well. I remember drawing her a lot when the game first came out.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Lingsha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy.
Big guy.
I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
Oh, so the red on her feet, and that's her actual skin, isn't it? This? Yeah, those aren't gloves. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like scales here also. Young cute miniature. Gosh, this is so mean. Young.
Yeah, exactly. He's young.
Bidiadra.
And talented.
Yeah, I guess.
As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
Dang, she got some healthy hair though, I'll say that. You can't have a straight chop like that without having healthy hair through and through.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
That's my impossible dreams, to have thick, healthy hair. But I have healthy, but I have thin, fine hair. Grass is always greener though, right? No way, I can't get to it. I can get to it. Oh, I haven't done this one. Easy. 40-inch. Yeah, I honestly, I probably will get extensions at some point, like professional extensions. I was telling my stylist maybe the next time I do my hair, I like dye my hair red, I'll do extensions in like the same color.
Is that all?
Is that? All right, let's go. Yeah, I've heard thick hair is also just like can be hard to manage. Videodora merchant. Another Videodora. Videodora.
The news is spreading pretty fast.
All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit.
Yeah, with thin fine hair, you can kind of do whatever you want with it. You just can't have like... There's certain styles that only really look good with thick hair. Like miniature, like I've seen some really cool multiple braid hair styles. Like you like pin your hair back into 2 ponytails and they have like these thick, yeah. There's some stuff I'm like, that just is not gonna hit the same
The tides come and go,
on me.
but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Videodora, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here,
Couldn't tell.
listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit.
Yeah, true.
In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Why such a serious topic all of a sudden? I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea? Yeah, that's the real question.
My bad. Well,
My bad.
since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadoran like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end,
Oh, wow.
she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Lafu.
Oh, man. It's sad.
And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence?
Oh.
None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Oh. Here's the T right here. Here's the T right here.
What?
Made a mistake. Maybe that's why we're called here.
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the divine Foresight himself.
I see. Now it's coming together.
Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Why are they all
You're
sighing
right.
at her?
Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
She is just a kid, okay?
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to...
He's going to court.
What a small world. You stole my sword. Give it back.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Give me my sword back. Not fair. It's so genuine. Master General, give me my sword back.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed.
She's getting cooked.
Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
It's fair.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense?
My
I've
sword.
been taking it easy on you
The
because you're a
back,
guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield,
Navia's
that's
voice
a
actor.
whole different
Yes.
story. Poor flying sword.
Yes, same VA. Thank you for the 100. Calypso.
Fine. You don't have to give it back because I'll take it back myself.
Here you go. Oh, to be young at the whim of impulse.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
You have to duke it out in an epic battle, obviously.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
Where swords where?
I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have
Yeah.
to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave?
Goody two shoes.
Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, Shall we get going?
Just fight. Just fight and get it over with.
Ever since
No,
the
I'll
disciples
help
of
Miss
Sanctus
Lingsha.
Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
There you go.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Go, go, go. Oh, Yanqing's story. Watch Yanqing duel Ling Yunli. Oh gosh, I forgot who I used to play with Yanqing. It's been lost to time.
Ah, Miss Stellaron. Time for us to reveal our true value to one another.
Oh gosh, who do you play? He likes a shield. Okay, perfect. My instinct was good. Pela? Oh, I can do Pela. I think. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Pela. Bust. Bust. Or Run May. I guess Run May is never a bad idea. Okay. Looks good. Pela. Where is she? Go, go, go. Yay, yay.
Ugh.
Sparkle.
Looks like my
Oh, that's a good
predecessors
idea.
left quite a mess. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Gets to keep the sword.
Be careful when you draw your swords and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
Time for swordplay!
When Yunli takes action, she will attack to defeat the enemy first. Okay.
Blade and flight!
Grace and elegance. Eternal.
This is interesting game mode.
Hedge your bets. Ah.
Ouch! How many can you block? Strike with heart!
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to bleed through clouds. You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to misuse your sword like that.
She's really good.
Grace and elegance.
She's really good.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Time for swordplay! Blade and flight!
No dirty
Yeah, it's not fair. He's single target. Ow.
Strike with heart! Practice is over! Swords descend!
Okay, we killed one. Let's go. Why do I feel like this
Ready
is
for another?
rigged? There's no way.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
She's gonna kill them all! Oh my gosh, we're getting cooked. She did 200 damage? 200. That is not
Eternal.
fair. Not fair.
Commencing support. Every petal
That's a pretty great time for Pela ult.
by the wind.
The latest story is 4 hours. I wonder how close I am to finishing it in that case.
No dirty tricks.
Little Yanqing can only kill one enemy at a time. I got one.
I hit the mark. Ah.
can kill one, right?
We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
No me, no me. My turn, my turn, my turn.
Secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The dice have been
This is just the
cast.
beginning?
Bust.
But I have
Or
already
maybe
played
take
like
it all.
2.5 hours.
Watch your head.
Oh. Ugh, she's crushing me.
Value, I suppose.
Ain't no way I'm gonna win. Yanqing ratio topaz and I barely made it. Oh man. Maybe I shouldn't have built a team around Yanqing and I should have just built a strong team.
I hit the mark.
Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Enemy targets
Okay.
detected. Ready for another? There's more to life. Data secure.
It's not helpful,
Net
but
markers activated.
use it.
Time for a good old counterattack.
Yeah, I shouldn't have built a team around him. I should have just brought in the other DPS. No, she's gonna kill them all! Oh my gosh, she's too good, bro. He's too strong.
It's
Oh no!
me.
I did not
How
need to
many
do that.
can you block? Blade and flight.
Can I start over? I made a mistake.
All will be swept away by the
I
wind.
haven't seen anyone defeat Yunli. Is it possible? I mean, frankly, I didn't think she was gonna be this strong. I didn't know she's destruction.
Swordplay.
We have the upper hand.
Oh, I should have used my skill. No, I'm starting to give up. I can't give up. I cannot
No
give up.
dirty tricks, all right. The
I
dice have
mustn't
been
give up.
cast. Bust.
Use
Or maybe I'll
Acheron.
take it all. Watch your head.
She's gonna steal my kill. Gosh, I got cooked.
See? I won. Your technique was
Yeah,
all
it
over the
was.
place, and you relied too much on speed. Is this really all the Cloud Knights of the Lawfu can muster? So disappointing.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Say goodbye to your sword.
Oh. Well, then I'll give you a chance. Defeat me or hand over all your swords.
If you're trying to pick a fight, just ask, because I'm ready for you.
Hey, single target, he could probably win. Whoa. I mean, you can't really compete with bro. He can fly. Wow. Wow, it's very evenly matched. Now we're talking.
My young friends.
Now we're talking.
However, both of you have shortcomings.
Mother.
One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets.
Oh my
with strength.
gosh, I love her design. Her eyes,
Who are you?
her eyes are so entrancing.
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will.
Wow, I really like her.
I thought I'd see my fill of impressive nights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However,
Her armpit
I have
and
a
shoulders are
small
covered.
Suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and
Pits.
square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your
Ooh.
grudges behind you.
And she's tiny. She's a giant.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring. You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
I literally thought that was Sushang at first. Like when she walked on screen just now.
What brings you here, Lady Feixiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Feixiao?
Not Sushang.
Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be
Feixiao.
that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Oh, she's
Looks like I'm
Claw.
quite famous on the Xianzhou Lafu, too.
She's got the pink around her eyes too.
Of
So
course.
pretty.
Everyone has heard of the
I'm
great
glazing.
general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lafu. So I came up with
Worship.
a humble nickname for myself.
Feixiao.
The Lacking General. Lacking in
Lacking
worries,
General.
regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Feixiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Yeah.
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
Well, you already beat him.
This is how she apologizes?
You already beat him once.
Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Feixiao.
Man, I love that her design, like the colors of her design,
by
draw
the
you
way,
right into
Miss
her
Lingsha,
eyes.
If you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jingyuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Interesting.
Thanks for stepping in, General Feixiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
Hello, Mad. Welcome to stream. I can't hear Navia. Yeah, I hear it, but it's okay. I like her voice so much. Let's go!
Back already? You've met with Jing
They met up
Yuan
to
and
serve.
wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
Model meetup.
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lafu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
Yes.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Lafu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jingyuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Don't get attached to his voice.
Just stop whining.
The VA is getting
At least
replaced.
you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jingyuan, I wanted to put aside my
healer.
assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure.
That's so weird. Why
of
is
power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
Oh, what? What?
So not even the famed healer lady could help?
General Beef. Drool.
Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou's spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live.
Interesting.
You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Oh. Why, Queen?
Enjoy some tasty
In
food.
general.
So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know
Who
how to
said that?
read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out.
So
for
happy I can
yourselves.
finally catch the
I'm
streams.
due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Randall, thank you for the resub. Welcome back.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. I mean, when Yunli swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yunli is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
The general was totally something else.
I agree. General Feixiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Feixiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
It's always good to be challenged. That's the only way you get better.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance.
Black suits you
Just
more.
remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade.
Really?
Putting
Oh, I
life
forgot
and
about
death
that.
aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
Black suits you more always cute though. Black hair? I've never had black hair in my life.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jingyuan wants to invite all of you to the seat of divine foresight. He has something important to discuss.
And he blocked Jinglu's attack? Yeah. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith,
The
Yanqing.
generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Feixiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
He's taking L's, but he handles it like a champ. I know. He's dealt with a lot. Just through his life. Poor kid. Poor kid. Oh gosh, 3 days? Ugh. Okay, chat. Is this a good stopping point, or should I go a bit further? Felt like sharing only. Why? Genuinely. Why would you go out of your way to say someone you looked better a different way? What is the value of saying that? I'll answer for you. There's none. First H coming out alive after facing High Cloud Quintet is a great feat. I know. Yeah, true. Before we speak, is it... What is that? What is that? Before you speak, think. Before you speak, think. Is it true? Helpful? Inspiring? Necessary? Kind? Now, you print that out and hang it up on your wall. How does Sage's Divine Foresight and see the general? Am I getting to a point of like where it's going to pick up and I'm going to want to lock in? Or should I pause here so that I could go to... so that I can have time for rebirth? Thoughts? Opinions? Is it too late to join HSR? No. No, definitely not. Lock in. I don't know. I would say HSR is pretty... It's pretty beginner friendly and it's pretty like... You can accrue a lot of characters pretty quickly. Dun-dun-dun. It's about to get good. I'll like all the build-ups. We're gonna get answers. Let's see. It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. I probably want to end at like 6:30. It's been... Well, it's only been 3 hours. I just kind of had like a lunch. I should flip a coin because I can't decide. Not that I have a coin. I don't have a coin. Oh, wait, no. Hey, that doesn't count. Okay, tails, rebirth, heads, continue HSR. Continue HSR. And all the rebirth waiters cried. Hey. Hey, don't do that. Where am I going? Okay, I'm still gonna play rebirth.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Let's go, tension.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the
He's very
Wu Chui
endearing.
for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly.
Dang.
There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
Real.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
Twitter moment.
General Feixiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
Oh, okay.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
I see.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Lawfu.
Sneaky man.
But the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Feixiao's questioning.
This is the Marshal's orders. Do we need to step aside?
No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony, and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Feixiao's? Whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Feixiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance.
Same.
Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Are you still playing Wuthering Waves? Yes, I am. I wouldn't say I don't play every gacha game daily anymore, but I keep up with the story. I would say Wuthering Waves is the gameplay that I enjoy the most right now.
Yes, it's this case right here.
Case gleams with muted luster, crafted from a material neither wood nor metal. Surface is masterfully woven with metal.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan.
Let's get to the good stuff.
The lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the Ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award.
Oh.
It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Juming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now.
Yeah, Arthur's got to pull it from the stone.
I'm wondering who would be worthy of such a sword.
Me.
And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent
Ooh,
swordmaster.
or Yanqing. I'd be happy with that
He
too.
will be representing the Lawfu as the ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yanqing.
Me.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah. And even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably
my
end up in
gosh.
someone else's.
They're so petty.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Cool. Looks like Feixiao was right. It'll be death or disaster when these two clash.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance.
Yeah.
While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
Oh.
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair.
Is this his March's
Well,
moment?
Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Cute.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden?
You want
I've never
to.
practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Stop being so relatable, March. Stop. Accept your fate.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you?
Yeah.
I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Do it scared. Do it scared. Do it scared.
I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
No.
Miss
It's
March
right on
is
time.
like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to
Aw.
be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General Huayan. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony.
So many excuses.
Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
Yay, March!
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
Do it. Do it.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Oh my gosh, time for you to become the best sword master on the Express.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huaiyan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Smiling silently, soon departs the seat of divine foresight with Yunli in tow.
General Huaiyan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
I don't know. Okay, well, it seems like we didn't get to like a point of no return. So I think I could stop here. Yeah, she's in her tournament arc. That's great. I think we obeyed the laws of the coin flip. We played longer. But I think it's time for rebirth. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Aw, man. HSR truthers, you have to wait till... Well, I just found out my call time for tomorrow is 2 p.m. So, if I'm able to stream tomorrow from the video shoot, you'll see me at about 2. But if not, I guess I could stream earlier. But no, I would only have like an hour. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Let me actually ask. See if I can find out. Can you ask if I'd be able to stream from the shoot? Or is it proprietary? I'm so glad. Okay, we're jumping back into... I think we're still in Chapter 2 of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But I've been mostly doing... like open world quests and stuff. I've been reading comments on Dish VODs because there's always like good tips in there about like which side quest to focus on. I just realized that means you're going to stream on Sunday now. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. I'm rebirthing every day. Oh, my controller's not in good health. Let me recharge.